lifeline?
A lifeline is something that you can pull like a zip cord, and it lets you get out of your project. You just leave.
Leave.
You're just out. You're just out.
Like I check out. How do you just zip cord out of your project?
You just pull it, and you're out. It's kind of like a parachute for your project. You're just out.
You're just out.
Yeah.
I like that. Do you know what a knitty knoddy is, or what purpose does it serve?
A knitty knoddy.
Yeah.
So that's when your knitting has gotten knotted up. So your knitty knoddy is also it's knotty because it hasn't been good to you. So it's not good. You don't want to have one of those.
No knitty knoddies in this house, right?
That's right.
If I was to ask you what is emu wool, what would you say?
Well, I think an emu is a type of animal, if I'm not mistaken, like a bird, like a tall bird.
Yeah.
So it's probably wool from that bird. That would be my guess.
That would be incorrect. But I like your option. Cabled knitting, what does that refer to?
I think I know what that is. I think that is kind of like corduroy, but for knitting. Like where it's like cables, you know? Like it looks like an old boat ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on your like shirt or something, like on your sweater.
So would you say it looks kind of like braids or something then? Like where it crisscrosses?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like all like curled up. Yeah.
Perfect. That was very good on that one. When I am cursing about my DPN problem, what am I referring to?
A DPN. I feel like that might be like a type of needle. I could be wrong though, because I feel like usually you drop a needle or something and then you're cursing. So it might be DPN. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. It's a very specific type of needle. Does that help?
Nope.
He's being honest.
It's just being honest.
All right, so we're gonna move on to stitches and terms or acronyms. What does stocking stitch mean?
Stocking stitch. Well, stockings I think of like socks, so I think it's like a stitch for socks. So yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a stitch sock knit. Yeah, that's what it is.
If a pattern has SSK, what do you do?
I think it means that it's super silky, so you have to handle it carefully. Wash it carefully when you're done.
What about M1R?
M1R.
Or make one right.
Okay, well I think you just gave me the answer. I think
Did
it
I?
means make one right.
But what do you do exactly?
Oh, it's like driving. You just make one right and then you're there. That's what I think it is. It's probably what it is.
What about WYIB?
WYIB.
Yeah.
I think it's like when you're frustrated and you're like, why I be having problems with this knitting right now? I think that's probably what it is. But no, I think that there's probably a real answer. It probably means wool. Wool. It's probably not wool. I don't know.
It's a pattern direction.
WYIB?
Yeah.
Wool. You ignore back.
Last word's correct.
Wool. Yarn. In back.
That's pretty darn close. It's with yarn in back. So it means you hold your working yarn behind your project. What about BOR?
Back or right. You can go back or you can go right. It's kind of like make one right, but it's different. You could go back or you make one right.
So if BOR is back or right, would FOL be front or left?
No. FOL is front or lawn.
I don't even think FOL is actually a knitting term.
Okay.
I was trying to play off of the VOR there. It actually means beginning of round.
Okay, alright.
What does KFB refer to?
Oh, knit, front, back.
Very good.
I don't know.
What about, if I'm talking about working with something worsted, what am I talking about?
My worsted is a type of wool or yarn, and I believe it's a heavier type of wool or yarn. Now, I don't remember how it got heavy. Maybe that sheep had like a lot of grass that day, I don't know. But it's definitely heavier, like thicker almost. And maybe it's like stranded up that way, I'm not sure. But
very technical there. What is BFL?
I think it's like best friends for life. Like when you love your knitting so much. No, I think it's. I think it might be another type of yarn, but I can't really remember.
It's blue-faced Leicester.
Or Leicester.
It's a type of sheep in the UK.
Okay.
If I'm doing short rows, what am I doing?
I think it's similar to like when you make shortbread cookies at Christmas. So it's kind of like a fun little treat that you make for somebody, but in knitting. So it's like little socks, and they go, "Oh, this is pretty good. Can you give me that short row recipe?" And you're like, "No, probably not. It's a family secret."
I feel like that's a pretty good selection of things to torture you with. How did you enjoy your knitting acronym torture experience?
I think I got them all right.